Alright gents and ladies, today I got the key to a 2023 Kia Forte, and today I'm gonna bust a little myth for you guys. Is it fun to drive a slow car, 2-liter, 4-cylinder, 147 horsepower, very low torque numbers, front-wheel drive? Is it fun to drive a slow car like this? Fast. 0 to 60 should come in 8.2 seconds, so definitely not the quickest thing out there. But we're gonna see what it's like. Our transmission type, CVT transmission, and as you can see, it's really not a bad car. I mean, the Kia has already been updated for the 2025 and 2024 models, so this one, the one that you're looking at right now, is an older, much outdated model. And to be fair, it is still a Kia. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the reliability, how this thing has been holding up for the past few years. But trunk space wise first. Still, this amount of trunk space as usual, but let us hop inside because that's where the materials are. One of the biggest cons I see a lot of people talking about this car is the cloth and just the materials used inside this car, because they're usually pretty cheap, so that this car is a little bit more affordable, right? Little things like this, stains that just can't come out. But overall, it's nothing crazy, right? It's still an affordable sedan that I'm gonna abuse a little bit. Not push the start, but there we go. Turn that off. Turn on my heated seats because it's cold. Put the drive mode into sport. Buckle my seatbelt. And let's take a little rev test because why not? 4,000 RPM, fair enough. I never expected anything more. Storage over here, some storage over here, a little bit of here, wireless charging, screen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, parking brake, which you can't really drift unless you're on ice or very bad weather conditions. And we don't have paddle shifters, so I mean the car can be sporty really, and it can try. The CVT transmission is still pretty smooth in these things, and they've worked out quite a lot of the kicks for the CVT, so it's not gonna grenade on you any chance it gets. But let's just push this little bad boy. Like, the thing is, it's giving me Honda Civic vibes. You know, it's not fast by any metric on paper. It's actually kind of slow really. Some SUVs are probably faster than this thing. But the thing is, while you're driving it, you feel like you're untouchable. You feel like you're the quickest thing out there. And when you are going through the gears of your CVT transmission manually, as I am doing right now, it feels a little bit more engaging. The suspension is stiff, but again, makes it feel a little bit more tight around corners, makes it feel a little bit more compact. For a regular driver, that would seem like a huge con, because again, the ride quality has been compromised because, again, stiff transmission means I'm bumping around on every bump. But it means I can also take a corner slightly faster than usual. Blind spot monitoring. And the thing is, this thing also has very good visibility. Seeing where my hood is, it's not like a muscle car where the hood goes long and you have to figure out where your nose is. Where your hood disappears is usually where your nose ends too, so easy to point around. And since it's front wheel drive, it's very forgiving. It's not all wheel drive, and we could potentially brake traction. I'm gonna turn off my traction control, which I kind of doubt I will be able to do this in this video, but you could brake traction control if you really wanted to. But overall, it's still not a bad car, right? If you want to talk about our insulation, pretty solid. And if you want to hear what our speakers sound like, our stereo system sounds like, decent, right? For a car that costs less than, let's say, 30K, brand spanking new, there's really not much I can really complain about this thing, right? It's there, it does its job well, can be sporty, can be fun, and pretty enjoyable, which is really all a person needs when driving cars like this. And if you want to hear what my blind spot monitoring sounds like, well, I'm no longer in blind spot anymore, but yeah, it's meh. The car is decent in what it does. Gets you from point A to point B. Simple enough, efficient enough, and enjoyable enough that if you want to do some foolishness and indulge in some foolishness, essentially, it's not gonna be the end of the world for you. And if you want to quieten down and go into like a civilized state, you can put it into your eco mode and just cruise. Save a little bit of gas, which again, this car is very, very gas efficient. And this thing also has up to a like 10-year warranty or 100,000 kilometers from Kia, which is industry leading basically. No other, very few companies are ballsy enough to be like, you know what, up until 100,000 kilometers you get a warranty for anything that can happen and everything that's going to happen. It's not bad. And I feel like Kia is out here, what's the word I'm going to use, trying to establish itself as a proper competitor out there, because again, they're still pretty new to the block, both Kia and Hyundai. So I would love for Kia to make, what's the word, like a sport line of them. Like Hyundai, like the one in front of me, has an N-line model where they get a little bit more power. They try and make it as sporty as possible, even though it's basically still economy car with more oomph and more extra power to it, really. That's the thing. I would really love Kia to do the same thing. So now let us full send this little thing up this hill, past this railway tracks. And now 3, 2, 1. It wasn't fair that I made this thing do 0 to 60 uphill, so we're gonna give it grace, you know, we're gonna give it some grace and try a proper one right over here. Flat plane, you shouldn't struggle for traction at all. I don't think we're even gonna struggle for traction whatsoever. But 3, 2, 1, go. And my foot is down the pedal right now. Oh god, this thing is painfully slow. Do you know what this thing needs? This thing needs some curvy roads. Some roads for it to properly and efficiently tear up, where I can just have some fun, because I know with this kind of power I'm not gonna spin out. I'm not in the danger of losing control last second. The thing about this is I need to be able to downshift a little bit when I'm taking a corner and ease into it, and when the corner straightens out I can lay on the power. This is what this car needs, and Kia desperately needs to give us a proper racing division, because they're not doing us justice like this. So what we need, some windy enough roads where this car can showcase its little nimbleness, because this thing is not a straight line demon like the muscle cars, for example, or even the V6 muscle cars. This thing needs a windy road, and hopefully they give us that eventually. Make it a little bit more peppy, give us a little bit more power, keep the front wheel drive platform. I love the front wheel drive platform. Make it like a Type R competitor, you know? That is what we need. Now let me pull up and just call this a day. This has been more of a quick little review of this car. Not exactly, couldn't really full send because I'm legit kind of in the city, so being able to full send is kind of rare unless I go way out, and unfortunately I don't have the car long enough for me to do that. So all we can do is put it in its sportiest setting and just hope for the best and just take off. Yeah, no low-end power whatsoever, but hey, it's a fun and enjoyable car. It's a fun, enjoyable, and simple car. I would honestly almost take this over a Honda Civic. I really can't lie to you. This seems a little bit more appealing than the Honda Civic right now. But all they gotta do, as I keep saying, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, is give us a sport division of this car. And maybe you can also get a huge power bump. I'm pretty sure they have a couple models that have more power than this, X, Y, and Z. But give us something. And last but not least, we're gonna do a obligatory horn test in our Kia Forte. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's like bunk. If I try to hold it longer, holding it longer feels illegal because it just seems annoying. Where I'm gonna annoy the person in front of me long enough for them to be like, you know what, I'm never gonna cut off another Kia ever again. That's basically what it does. That's basically how I feel when I drive a car like this. But anyway, guys, this has been Morty, 2023 Kia Forte. Take care, guys, and peace.